Let's talk about Mitsubishi Fuso commercial trucks. I'm going to show you their data link connector locations. For your information, if you select user guide icon in the main page in our G Scan, or select guide button which appears during the selection at the bottom, you can see general DLC location for Mitsubishi Fuso trucks. Let's look at DLC location for this 2008 Mitsubishi Fuso Super Great model. However, please note that these connector locations might not be the same for other Mitsubishi Fuso models. DLC could be in different locations. You can look up Fuso service manual for connector locations or refer to user guide in G Scan. If you still cannot find the location, you can ask us at Tech Q&A page of our G Scan website. We found the location of DLC. Now let's connect our G Scan. Select Diagnosis in the main page. You can see a bunch of different car brands. If you look at left, you can see 5 categories. All regions, you can see all brands in one page. Europe, for European brands, in Asia for Asian brands, and United States for US brands. If you hit alphabet at the bottom left corner, brands will be organized in alphabetical order. If you select a cell order, brands will be organized in order which shows recently used brands. Since we are focusing on Fuso commercial trucks, let's select Asia. When you select Fuso, you can see 2 categories, International and Japan Domestic. If you select Japan Domestic, you can see different model names. When you select a specific model, you can see the list of vehicle model codes. Letters before dash is a code related to emission regulation, and letters after the dash is vehicle's specific model code. Select the model codes and engine type, and you can see the vehicle model year. Select it. And next you can choose the system you want to communicate. Now let's go back to the first page of vehicle selection. Well, there's no big difference between Japan Domestic and International in terms of vehicle coverage or diagnostic functions. When diagnosing second-hand commercial trucks directly imported from Japan, if you know the model name, you can just select Japan Domestic. However, there is a possibility that you may not communicate with trucks manufactured in country where Euro emission regulation is applied due to the fact that even if it's the same model, engine control system might be different. In this case, you have to select International since International covers both Japanese domestic trucks and Euro emission regulated trucks. For this reason, we recommend you to select International when you try to diagnose your Fuso trucks. Let's look at International. Start by selecting Euro 234 or Euro 5. When you select, you will see the warning message saying that the vehicle and system type must be selected correctly. Ensure that your vehicle falls into either Euro 2, 3, 4 or 5 and select accordingly. If you want to diagnose certain system, you can directly select System and start to communicate. However, if you want to scan possible supported functions for each system, you can select System Search at the top. Let's select System Search. It might take a couple minutes while G Scan is communicating with all systems. If you see this star sign, it means advanced function is supported and you can check by selecting it. And you can hit Start List. As you can see, these are supported special functions. When you select and select Start, you can access to the desired system. Let's see if this 2008 Mitsubishi Fuso Super Great model has any DTCs. Select DTC analysis. Well, this truck has 3 DTCs. But if you see the right side, in the state column, it says all history. If it's present, it will be empty in the states. Let's erase the codes. The trouble code is successfully erased. Without physical inspection of removing or getting into the parts, you can check the condition of the sensors or compare the value and make a judgment. Now let's go to the data analysis. Well, as you can see, there are many different sensors values. Let's select details for a better view. And you can see engine speed, fuel injection quantity, pressure difference on common rail, or EGR openings, VGT open and close, accelerator, and so on. Well, there are 68 items. By using data analysis function, you can see the live data. For example, if you want to check fuel injection quantity and pressure difference on common rail, let's select these 3 items and select item, and let's set it to graph mode. You can see the data in graph mode. Let me press the accelerator pedal to see the movement. As you can see, you can compare the value and judge the system is functioning or not. Depending on engine types, number of supported actuation tests is different. check if it's supported, and you can try to test the defective parts for its operation. G-Scan will command the ECU to actuate selected parts. During the test, you can actually hear the sound or visually check the movement of the parts. Let me show you an example. Now let's go to the actuation test. In actuation test, well, it's got 60 different actuation tests. EGR openings and intake metering valve, and you can also test the VGT, which stands for variable geometric turbo, and you can test the brake, exhaust brake, or an air heater relay, EDU relay, air conditioning, fuel leak check, and injectors. Let's say if you want to test the number 1 cylinder injector, let's perform this actuation test. Select injector test 1, select, and if you look at the bottom, you can see start button. If you press the start button, it's gonna stop injection in number 1 cylinder. Let's press start. And let's stop it. If you want to test number 2 cylinder, select injector test 2, select it, and start. Just like this, you can test other systems, EGRs, and so on. By using actuation test function, you do not have to remove the parts or manually test the defective parts to check its operation. Now, when you're done with preliminary checks and still the problem exists, you might do some extra visual inspection. After all checks and defective part is confirmed, you would make a decision: replacing or fixing. From mid-2000s, almost all vehicles are equipped with a bunch of electronics, such as computer modules, solenoids, and sensors. For the purpose of achieving advanced comfort or outstanding performance, engine computer units started to save or learn data from the operator's driving habits. Inevitably, the importance of computer control has been increasing. Whenever you perform repairs on most recent systems, even simple replacement of sensors, you must use a scan tool to reset or erase learned data in ECU. Other than erasing and learning function, there's calibration, initialization, reset, and coding functions. One out of many different examples would be injectors. When you replace injectors, you have to code or write specific injector's ID code into ECU for correct fuel quantity adjustment. Let's see some special functions of Mitsubishi Fuso commercial trucks. DPF regeneration manual. Before you get into this function, you are required to start the engine. This function operates DPF regeneration manual. If DTC codes P1416, 1417, 1418, 1419, and 1422 are detected by DTC analysis, please erase those DTC codes before performing this function. To erase DTC codes, please execute the DPF related information reset function. It roughly takes for 20 minutes to be finished. Please note that the duration depends on the outside air temperature. You have to park the vehicle on a surface with no flammable objects such as dried leaves or paper. Shift lever in park or neutral position. parking brake lever applied, and let the engine idling. If engine speed is increased by idling control knob, decrease the engine speed by swinging it hard left. If the vehicle is equipped with idling stop, turn idling stop switch off. Turn chiller station and PTO switch off. Let's select OK to perform the DPF regeneration. And please make sure to check if the DPF indicator lamp is off, then press DPF switch. When pressing the DPF switch, DPF lamp will be on and regeneration will begin. Without pressing the DPF switch and just pressing OK will not proceed to operate DPF regeneration. If this is the case, then please restart the engine and retry. Now DPF regeneration is completed. DPF related information reset. In order to execute the DPF regeneration, you have to proceed to erase the information of ECU which collected the information relating to DPF. The history will be reset automatically from the engine ECU when the DPF regeneration is proceeded. This process should be done if the DPF regeneration has not been performed, and in case there has been a change or a cleaning of a ceramic filter. Here are some preconditions. You have to set the car in stationary mode and do not turn the ignition on. And locate the shift lever on P or N range and make sure to firmly put on the parking brake. And change the diagnosis to switch to on. Select OK if you're ready. A history of information relating to DPF has been found. If you would like to erase this history, press OK. Now reset has been completed. AT communication record reset. This function is used to erase the AT communication records. Erasing the AT communication record may cause the fault codes to be detected, as it also resets the engine ECU. You have to keep the vehicle in stationary position. Turn ignition key on and do not start the engine. Well, there is no AT communication record in this vehicle, so AT communication record reset is not required. And you can just press OK to cancel the function. SCR related information reset. When the SCR system is repaired, you need to perform this function to reset SCR related information. Read carefully the description. An engine ECU will be reset if the information relating to SCR is erased, and will bring up some trouble codes. You have to set the car in stationary mode and turn ignition on, and the engine must be off. When you're ready, press OK. Well, this vehicle has no relating information to SCR, so you don't need to erase the information. However, if there is a related information, you have to reset it. Just press OK to cancel. Airflow sensor information display and specific number coding. It displays airflow sensor information recorded to the ECU. If necessary, you can conduct the airflow sensor specific number coding. Please select OK to display the airflow sensor information. As you can see, this is airflow sensor information, and please select OK to proceed with airflow sensor specific number coding. And you can input the airflow sensor specific numbers and a date. When you're ready, you can hit OK. And it's done.